Hi, Rolf Snobeck here. Thanks for joining me again this week. So COVID-19 has people thinking about the rapid change we've gone through and what the future is going to look like. And is this actually forcing change upon us more quickly than it normally would have? And I believe it is. So the question is, how are we going to confront that change, get ahead of it, and make a better tomorrow? In speaking with some of my clients, I find out they fall into basically a couple of camps, and they're all pretty much the same. They're concerned about when they can get back to work as normal. They're frustrated because they don't know when they can actually open their businesses and proceed on like they're used to. And they're also concerned, scared actually, because they have no idea what the future is going to look like. So having said that, are we going to live in the past? Or are we going to work towards a better future? And if I may ask a hard question, a tough question, do you want to be part of the solution, or are you going to be part of the problem? There's some things that people struggle with. Change is certainly one of them. In the last couple of weeks, we've talked about restoration and how to salvage roofs so they don't have to go into the landfill. Those are good environmental, good sustainable solutions. We've talked a little bit about restoration. What are the advantages to restoration? Number one, if you can restore a roof, if it's a candidate, rather than replacing it, that old roof doesn't go to the landfill. In addition, all of the trucks to haul the old roof, the debris, those emissions in the environment don't happen. Those are good things. Also, if you have an old roof, a gray roof or a black roof, and you can restore it and turn it white, you help reduce the heat island effect. That's a good thing. The other thing is restoration costs less than re-roofing. So if you have a set budget, let's say you're one of the lucky people and your budget hasn't been cut, if the roofs are candidates, you can get more roofs done in a year than you would if you just went to simple re-roofing. So fewer roofs replaced, more roofs restored if it's possible. And like we've discussed in past weeks, they have to be a candidate for that. So what other green solutions are there out there that would make sense for people to take a look at? Traditionally, people have looked at green roofs and said, hey, it's a nice concept, but it costs too much. There is money involved. But if you look at some of the weather that's happening in the world, stormwater mitigation is part of the green roof solution. Something to think about from an environmental standpoint. Daylighting, modern skylights that really blow light into a building can virtually eliminate the need for lights inside of a warehouse, for instance, significantly reducing the load on the electrical grid. Cool roofs. If you do need to replace the roof, coating isn't an option, restoration can't be done. Cool roofs make sense also to help reduce the heat island effect. And solar. So people have said, well, it won't work in my area. You'd be surprised, solar technology has come quite a way in the last 5 years. And there's some cases where you can actually turn your roof into an income stream or a rental property for solar. So it's a changed world, and every project needs to be looked at on a one-by-one basis to see if it makes sense for you. And then this is my opinion, not necessarily what the world views as sustainability, but by my mind's eye, it makes sense to use materials that are proven, that have got 20, 30, and 40 years of track record, rather than the new shiny object that comes onto the market. I think there's something to be said about building something that is sustainable and will last a long time, and not wind up in the landfill before it needs to, and before you'd like it to. So if you'd like to know more about these things, give me a call. My contact information's in this post, and we can talk those things through, see what makes sense for you. So my parting thought is, how will history judge us? We're at a turning point right now, and do we make fundamental changes in how we build buildings to make the world better in the future? Thanks for being here, and don't forget to follow me on LinkedIn at #RolfSnobeck or Rolf, the roofing guy. Thanks for being here.